All right, so kind of saw this coming. Kind of figured that these would all be in the top best sellers for the day. All of the pets, every single one of them from start to finish, all got in today's best sellers. I am not shocked by this in the slightest. I get it. They're very fun. I like what they offer. But again, much like the kicks, I feel like they're going about it in a very negative sort of way. And I want to talk about it with you guys. This is probably going to be the last time I give my full honest opinions about the sidekicks, the pets, the whatever you want to call them, because I've already said my piece already, but I feel as though I need to kind of hammer it home just a little bit more before I'm tired of talking about it. So in my TLDR, my too long didn't read, I like the pets for what they are, but there is a problem with the monetization, and there's a problem with the lack of anything you really get out of these pets. Now, maybe in the future we do get something interesting with them, but for right now, we just don't get a lot with them, okay? We just don't get a lot with the pets, and I want to talk about it with you guys today. So the number one thing is that Fortnite put out a trailer about the sidekicks, and the sidekicks in this trailer are doing a lot of things that would be cool if they were actually implemented, but they're not. And they actually had to say in the very beginning of the video, they had to say that this is not in-game footage. This is all just edited. The pets are gliding with you. You don't see the pets glide with you at all. The Fortnite skins are picking up the pets. You don't see that at all either. You can also play fetch with the dogs or with the sidekicks. You're allowed to play fetch with them. We can't do that in game though. Things that you could do with pets that would be a little bit more interesting, but the way we have them right now is that they're just very lackluster and they just don't offer a lot. They run next to you most of the time and they look cute. You can pet them. They can do a dance if you level them up enough, and that's about it. There really isn't much else with them. You have very few edit styles with each of these, so I kind of want to go over it. Like with Spike here, for example, very cool pet, probably the best one in my opinion. Here's his edit styles, 5 colors. I mean, I would want more than this, honestly, because the problem, you lock in your colors and then you can't change it. That needs to go away. That is absolutely anti-consumer. Fortnite, you know better than this. You shouldn't be pushing this on people. They should absolutely remove that functionality. When you buy something, you should be able to customize it however you want and not have to worry about it being a permanent lock. Absolutely not. Absolutely, they need to get rid of this. That is the number one problem with the sidekicks, is the customization being locked. The second one is that the price is too high. The prices for these are a little bit too high in my opinion. We have $1,200 for these 3 and then $1,500 for these 3. $1,500 for Cuddle Team Junior. Dude, have you seen the colors? You get 3 colors. You get 3 colors for this, and then 4 colors for the accent, and then 3 colors for the eyes. That's it. That is it. That is pitiful. That is really bad. And then you get some unlockable rewards, sure, loading screen, and then you get like different colored bows, you know, like that's it. And then you get one emo, which is cute, but like they need to offer more than this. If you're really going to charge $1,500 for these, you need to offer more. They just don't do enough to warrant the price tag at all. And that trailer tells me that maybe they are working on something. Maybe they are going to make it so you can like play fetch with your pet, or you could do other cool stuff, glide with your pet, something, anything else to give them some reason to cost this much. I feel like we're in beta testing with these. Like I feel like that these are not complete and we're just rolling with the punches. We're just testing them out. And the big thing online is the 2 things I just mentioned, is that the lock-in thing is a problem, and the color edit styles are not, there's just not enough there. The price is too high. And here's the thing, and people were upset that they didn't change any of this before they pushed these out. That's just because they wanted to push these out regardless. And if no one bought these, if these weren't selling as well as they had hoped they would, then they would make some changes. This is day 1 of the wave 1 version of the pets, and they are all in today's bestsellers, number 1 through 6. And that doesn't shock me at all. There's a lot of vocal people on Twitter and on Reddit saying, don't buy these if you don't agree with the prices. It did not matter. And the reason why that did not matter is because the majority of people that play this game are not on Twitter, are not on Reddit. They don't see the outrage. They don't see what people are saying. They don't see that an Epic dev literally said, vote with your wallets if you disagree with what they're doing. They don't see any of that. They don't mind buying overpriced kicks. They don't mind buying overpriced pets. The reason why I think the pets are so successful already is just because it's a brand new cosmetic. Of course people are going to buy them. Of course people want to experience the new thing. Of course they want to show off their pets in creative and stuff like that. I get that. And I think they're cool. I like the pets. I like what they offer, but with what they're doing with them, how they're charging it, just does not correlate. And I talked about this on stream before. We were very appreciative when Fortnite made it so back blings were sold separate, but they didn't reduce the skin price to compensate. Skins that were 1,500 V-Bucks back then came with a back bling. Now skins cost 1,500 V-Bucks and then the back bling is 300. They never changed the skin price. The skin should be 1,200 because in that case, if you think about it, 1,200 for the skin, 300 for the back bling, 1,500 together, that makes sense, but they didn't do that because they wanted to upcharge you a little bit more. It's just another one of these things where Fortnite is just trying so hard to nickel and dime their player base, and it sucks because guess what? Fortnite's really successful right now. I think today we just hit 3 million concurrent, and that's insane. When Fortnite does well, I do well. I want this game to succeed. I love this game, and I absolutely want people to enjoy themselves with the game. But at the same time, I do want to tell you that I want to give you my honest opinion about these things. Yes, Fortnite did give me the pets. I'm very greatly appreciative that they gave me the sidekicks, okay? They did give me all of them. I did not buy a single one of them. But even I am telling you, they are not worth the price of admission, at least not right now. What I will tell you is I have some probably good news here. I feel like they're going to go away with the lock-in approach. I think they're going to make it so you can change the colors whenever you want. Just give it like a month. Maybe they'll change. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. If people keep buying them multiple times to change the colors, then they're going to keep it. If people don't do that, then they're not going to keep it. So, in my opinion, I don't think anyone is buying these more than once. Honestly, I don't think anyone would do that because if you have a brain, okay, I don't mean to be insulting, but if you have a brain, you would know that skins that have edit styles, you can customize them whenever you want. They only did it a very few times where when you customize a skin that it was locked in. Gear Specialist Maya and then the Ghost versus Shadow stuff. That was like the only things I can think of off the top of my head where your edit styles were locked in. Like imagine you wanted to buy this semi-bot skin, but if you bought the red one, it was 1,500. And if you wanted the blue one, it was also 1,500. If you wanted the orange one, it's also 1,500. Like guys, come on. You guys aren't stupid. You're not going to do that. You're not going to buy these things individually. Like there's just no way you're going to do that. Fortnite should know better to not do this to us. They shouldn't take advantage of their player base like this, personally. Now, like I said in the trailer, they show off a lot of stuff that the pets could do, and maybe in the future they will do. But for right now, they're very bare bones. They're very bare bones with what they do. I understand animation takes time. I understand the price tag to an extent. But when you force people to buy the same thing over and over again to change the color, honestly, if they were to get rid of the lock-in, if they made it so you can customize your pet however you wanted, updated the pets a bit more to have more animations, do more things with the pets, I wouldn't really care that much about the prices, honestly. I think the prices are kind of high, but the thing is that if you offer more with the pets, if you give them things, if you give them more things to do, right? If you do more things with them, if they have more colors, because right now we are at an abysmal amount of colors. Lil Raptor has 4 base colors and 4 accent colors. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. There should be like 10 to 20, 30. There should be, dude, again, I mean, you guys aren't dumb. We understand you can do way more colors than that. I mean, have you seen the cars? If you look at the edit styles on cars, look at how many colors there are. I get this one, it makes sense for like dogs and stuff like that, but like the Raptor should be any color you want. Honestly, it's a raptor. It doesn't have to be super realistic. None of these have to be super realistic, personally, to me. I don't think any of these need to be super realistic. If you want to make the dog completely blue, I don't see why you can't do that. I don't really see the issue with that. Offer more color styles. That can't be that hard to implement. I understand the animations are probably the hardest part, and getting the mannerisms down and all of that, and the sound effects and all that. I understand this takes a lot of work. But the colors should be just a simple swap. Like, if you could do that with the kicks so much, you should be able to do that with these as well. You need more colors. You need more colors. There's barely any unlockable rewards with some of these too. Like the spike pet here, you get 2 of the same like style. It's just a different color scheme. You get 1 celebration heart, which, you know, that's what all of them have. And then you have 1 emote. And that's it. Like, I feel like we need more. I feel like if you want these pets to be worth more, you should put more into them. more animations, more things to do, more colors, get rid of the lock-in feature, and then everyone, I think, would be okay with it. But for right now, I feel like we're beta testing these. I feel like that these were not meant to come out until later. I feel like they dropped these at the perfect time because they know a lot of people are playing right now, and they also know that Chapter 7 is coming out soon, and also Christmas is coming soon, so they know a bunch of kids are going to get V-Bucks for Christmas. They know what they're doing. They're rushing out a product that is not completely all there just yet in hopes that people buy them now. And it worked. People are buying them right now. And I'm not shaming anyone that bought these things. I'm really not. But I just want to voice my frustration that I do feel as though that these are very undercooked. They need more time in the oven, obviously, with the color schemes and with the animations. The trailer showed off so much that you could do with pets in the future, maybe. But I think that, like, for example, in like a year's time, if this has like, I don't know, if this has like 6 more things you can customize with it that aren't just a recolor of the same like camo vest thing, more animations, maybe more emotes, then maybe the pets would be worth $1,200 to $1,500 if they offered more. But right now they don't offer a lot. They offer a little bit, but not a lot. And I would like for them to change their ways with this. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about it. That's really all I have to say about it. I think pets are a really fun addition to the game, but there's clearly some issues going on with them. I think that they're very underdeveloped, and I think they need more time before we could start selling them at this price. Get rid of the lock-in feature. No one wants it. Absolutely get rid of it. And that's all I got to say. Like, comment, subscribe, code iTalk if you'd like to support me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And keep enjoying the Simpsons season. It is really good. I'm really enjoying it. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.